to give me. Yeah. 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 Oh yeah, we live. Yeah, we live. We live already. Oh yeah, we got the comments right here too. This is perfect. This is the setup. Yeah. So yeah, let's switch shares. Oh shit, they disappeared. They're there. We live. We live. We live. We 12 minutes ahead of time, y'all. But y'all see what we got going on. Y'all see what we got going on. Y'all see what we got going on. Today is going to be absolutely amazing. Today is going to be absolutely amazing. Bam, bam, bam. Product supercharged. Let's log in. Don't be haters. Don't be haters. No. What up, family? What up, family? What up, family? Let me get situated over here. Another one. Right here, straight right here. Bye, y'all. We're going live in like 10 minutes, so you guys bear with me. So we in the studio. We in the studio. Y'all let me know if y'all can see me good. Y'all can clear me. Y'all can hear me good. You say the sound is low? Well, once I get up on the mic, you're probably going to hear me a lot better. Or am I still muted? We're good? How about now? Testing 1 billion, testing 2 billion, testing 3 trillion. What's happening? Loud and clear now? What's happening? Let's see if we can get the password right on the first go. On the first go. Boom, 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 boom. I am not a robot. Invalid password. I got you. I got you. So you guys are just hella early. So we're just literally we're going to get started here pretty soon. Let's see if that's it. Let me figure out another way to sign in. My guy, what up, baby? Yeah, we live. We live. We set up. No, we got everything set up already. We got a notice already. Enter email. Let's go here. Gmail.com. I'm pretty excited about today because this is the first time we're going live in the studio, y'all. So we're going to kick it off here in like 9 minutes. We live right now for the pre-recording. This is just like your, yeah, I'm saying, your premiere action. I need to sign in, but they hating on me right now. Use another account. We finna get in there. We are about to get in there. Try another way. Try another way. Give me that code. Give me the code. Just give me the light. We about to get in. We about to get in. Just continue. Yes, that's me. 95. Okay, we in there. We in there. Now all we got to do is refresher. Let's see, 7. All right, we good now. Boom, there we go. So now let me see over here. Oh, yeah, so we go like that. All right, y'all. Y'all should be able to see it. Y'all should be able to see it. Let me know if you can see it. Boom. There go my comments. I think we good. I think we good. I think we good. Let me go over here. Let me click off on here. I think I need that other stand to get on TikTok. Can we put TikTok on here also? At the same time? I think we got 7 minutes, so I might just do TikTok from my phone. We good? Oh, yeah, we in there. We good. We're good. Here. Yeah, I'll probably just do it from the phone. It'll probably be quicker. Yeah. We're good. Yo, beautiful people, let me know if you can see everybody can see the screen. You can hear me clearly. Put some fire in the chat. Let me this white one right here. Let's see if we can stash it up right here. That's gonna be. This is how I'm doing it. This is like one of those old school little things. The white dragon. I think it'll fit right here. It probably won't fit right here. Yeah, for the phone. For the phone. Let's see. Let's go live, Mr. H. There. Telling y'all, it's gonna go down. It's gonna go down. We getting equipped. We are getting equipped. Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
What do you think?
I like it. I like it.
And I'll switch stuff in. You on? Yeah.
Go just like that.
Just having fun here, Mark.
We got the baby boy in the studio, the young assassin. The young assassin, Ghostface Killer. Ghostface Killer. I think we finna be live. Let's go and get TikTok started. Let's turn that like that for TikTok.
I mean, if you're gonna stay here, you can just like sit next to him, but I'm sort of like,
yeah. Yeah. So when I holler at you over there, you'll get your own camera.
I'll switch up over there.
Yeah, perfect. What up, TikTok? What up, TikTok? We're in the studio, as you see. We're in the studio. We making magic happen. We making magic happen right now. Let me turn my camera around. Let me introduce myself to everybody that is coming on. We are live on YouTube. This is Sunday Live, AAA Team, the #1 trading organization on the globe. Not only do we get together on Sundays, especially when I'm not traveling, we get together on Sundays, and I analyze the market. I kind of let you guys know where the market is at, where the market has been, where the market is going. Not only do I let you know where the market is going, but we give you direct projections for the week. And if you're already a day trader or an individual that is trying to get started day trading, this is a live that you want to be in because it gives you an actual situational awareness of kind of like, am I going to be buying this week? Am I going to be selling this week? What kind of positions I'm going to be holding? So we're going to be talking about all of those things right now. So I'm super excited. So the big announcement that I wanted to let everybody know that we have literally just put the live streaming on steroids, and we're going to literally figure it out how we can literally be on Twitch, how we can be on YouTube, how we can be on TikTok, how we can be on all platforms, educating individuals, literally teaching individuals how to have a better relationship with money on a daily basis. I got my baby boy here this week, so I'm super excited. This is the first episode that we're doing live in the studio. My son is going to chime in on his actual markups and how he likes to trade. And at 25 years old, that's someone that is literally doing it on his own. That lets any and everybody know if your children right now are playing video games, they should be trading 100%. So y'all tap that screen, put your cities in the chat. Let me show your city some love. First thing first, let me show your city some love. YouTube, put your cities in the chat. Let me see where you're chiming in from. This is your guy, Mr. Holistic, a.k.a. Mr. AAA. We are live in the Outbox Media in Las Vegas, the #1 studio host. Let me tell y'all, if you're trying to get something off out here in Las Vegas, you got to hit my boy Mateo up because this guy, he done set up a nice little home for individuals that already got the foundation to kick it off with the personality. We got Pennsylvania. We got Virginia. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Supreme afternoon. Supreme afternoon. We got Virginia over here. We got Florida. We got Alabama. We got Las Vegas. We got Indy. Let's go. North Kakalaki. We got New York, St. Louis. Come on now. Yo, TikTok, put y'all stuff out there. Don't be ashamed. Use them thumbs. We got Cleveland. We got St. Louis. We trying to go global. We got Dubai. I was just finna say, where are our global people at? We in Dubai right now. We got Orlando. Warlando, what's happening? We got Toronto, Montreal, New Jersey. New Jersey. I was doing it. We got Germany, Guten Tag. We got Germany in the house. What's happening? Let's go. So like I said, I'm gonna be turning my screen around over here on TikTok. We haven't got the visual already set up, so it's gonna be kind of like me just turning my screen around. We're gonna be kind of like, you know what I'm saying, hooding it today, but we're gonna make it happen for y'all so you guys can understand this good recap, because I think the world needs this recap, because we're in a space right now where we're going into big transitions financially. And I think so many people are interested in just day trading the market that you guys are missing the overall picture of what's really going on. So I'm going to be going in and out, showing you my screen, coming back, showing you my face, speaking to you guys live, and just literally just telling you guys exactly what's really truly going on here in the market. Because I think knowing where the market is at and knowing where the market has been, that's way more exciting than just going on, marking up your charts, and just literally getting a zone. Like now we're going to understand the psychology. Not only we're going to understand the psychology, but we're going to understand situational analysis. We're going to understand fundamental analysis, and then we're going to break down technical analysis. So let's get some fire in the chat. Let's get some 8s in the chat. I'm going to turn that screen around. We're going to start talking about a market recap, or kind of like how what the market did last week. So what you noticed last week with even NASDAQ pushed up into an all-time high. And when she pushed up to an all-time high, right now she gapped up to literally $23,404. Do you guys understand what that means? I don't think you guys understand what that means. NASDAQ is at an all-time high. So if you're going to be day trading NASDAQ, you're going to have to be literally thinking about looking into like retest buys. You shouldn't be trying to sell at the all-time high, because so many people are going to be coming in as retail sellers and literally trying to force things happening, and then the market is going to keep pushing up, as it always does. As it always does. The market is literally on the overbought market, but it's not all the way maxed overbought. So I think NASDAQ went up almost 1% last week. I think it's up 9.3% year till date. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, I got data right now. Y'all better quit playing with me. We got data. We got data. Not only do we got data, but we also know that the S&P 500 is up 1.5% last week, but it's also up 8.6% year till date. So when you start talking about positioning and swing trading these actual this industry, you're talking about just pressing the button and letting it go. Put some fire in the chat if y'all understand what I'm telling y'all when I'm telling you just press the button and let it go. Because the market is proven through history to create a trend. And if you start understanding trends, this is what you're going to start learning on our channel. This is what we teach in this organization. Because not only do we teach you how to have a better relationship with money, but we teach you how to fish, how to find the money. So when you start seeing things are gradually, consistently going up, imagine this, the Dow Jones increased 1.3%. Imagine most people are getting 3%, 4% back on a Roth ROA or CD or any type of retirement funds that your corporation has basically indoctrinated you into, literally thinking that that was your retirement. I got my baby boy over here. Do you know that people are literally banking that they can work and retire at 65 and get $2,500 to $3,000 a month and think that's going to be enough?
That is crazy.
You understand that? Like, how is that enough when today everything is going up right now but their paychecks? So this is why people, we got Houston in the house. What up, Houston? This is why it's inevitable that you should literally be putting your next generation in line of financially stability, like stable individuals in the limelight of the financial markets. They should be understanding that the Dow Jones is a valuable asset. They should be understanding that the NASDAQ is a valuable asset. They also should understand that they don't need any license, any certifications. They don't need any permissions. They just need to be 18 years old with a phone, with Wi-Fi, and they can participate in the financial market. Y'all give me some fire. Y'all give me some fire. Yo, TikTok, do you understand what I'm saying? I think TikTok got a bad view over here. My bad, TikTok. Y'all got a bad view over here. I gotta make sure TikTok got a better view. I gotta make sure TikTok got a better view. I might have to be over here like this, like, you know what I'm saying, doing it like this on the first try. And so, but I think they'll be okay. If you want a better view, TikTok, we are on my YouTube right now. My link is in my bio. You can go to my YouTube. Make sure you click the thumbs up when you join the YouTube, and just go in, subscribe to the channel, turn your notification bell on, so you'll understand when I go live, and you'll get the direct view that the people got. You know what I'm saying? That the organization got. So not only, let's talk about gold, because gold is our baby. We are always trading gold. I trade gold 24/7 for the last 5 years. And as you see, Right here was a very, very pivotal area right here on gold, meaning gold came down to the price of $3,313 to $3,310 an ounce. She pushed into that zone, retraced out of that zone, and she blasted off all the way to 3,437. What does that mean? That means institutional buyers came in right here and pushed the market clear back up to almost to an all-time high. But because we're dealing in a scarcity society, meaning we have a lot of tensions with tariffs, we have a lot of uncertainties in the market, we have a lot of political news, you have the hidden files of the Epstein files, which is shaking the market. People want to know the Epstein files, but people don't want to understand how to enter in the financial market. But that's a whole nother story. But imagine this. People started snatching profits. People started snatching profits and immediately taking those profits. Look at what they did. Look at what they did. And put it into Bitcoin. They started snatching profits and put it into Bitcoin. And last Friday, we told the crew right here in Las Vegas and on the Zoom to buy Bitcoin. I think it was 117,126. You can see it right there. Put an 8 in the chat if you see that price. You have that entry price. Let me drop down to a smaller time frame so you can see it. Oh yeah. Look at that right there. Right there, TikTok. TikTok, this is why it's important for you guys to get off of TikTok and be over here on their YouTube and get off the YouTube and get over here into the community. Because not only are we in the #1 trading organization on the globe, OBG, shout out OBG, but we're also with the #1 public trading company on the globe, which gives you live education, which teaches you how to dive into the financial market, which also teaches you literally how to find fish in Forex, find fish in crypto, find fish in stocks, find fish in futures, and where any and every industry that you can possibly make a digital income. This is what we're teaching on a daily basis. So this is why it's highly important for you to understand mentorship, for you to understand leadership, and understand guidance, and understand the energy that you bring to the table. I have my 25-year-old son right here in the studio with me. Shout out to my baby boy. This guy been trading. How long you been trading?
For like 2 years now.
About 2 years now?
Yeah.
He literally trades on his own. I have a whole organization with 3,000 students, and he's never in class. So he's probably my worst student ever, but one of the best traders ever.
Sounds about right.
But the beauty thing about it shows generational change. And if you guys are literally saying, I want to attack generational change, I'm in your face live streaming right now, showing you, look at that. Let me show you TikTok. There he is right over there. Deuce is right there. Self-trader, traded by himself, did college, did high school, did all of the things that you're supposed to do. He's in business, he's traveling, a salesman, he does all of the things right, has his own place, own car. I'm not selling him, ladies. I'm not selling him. He's taken. Exactly. He's taken. He's happily taken. I had to put that out there, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We don't want no backlash. We don't want no backlash. But the beauty thing So why I tell you guys this is because the end game is not for us to be trading all day. The end game is for our children to pick up the skill and then elevate the skill. So you know you need to be retirement, right?
Yeah, I understand.
Like, yeah. You know that, right? So the whole purpose, the reason why I say this is because gold sat still most of the week, and it sat around the 3360, the 3375. It sat in that area for literally maybe 4 or 5 days out of the week, and then it started giving you fake outs like it wanted to push up to 3,400 again. And then it dropped majorly from 3371, 3372, and then you can see her right here where she actually dropped from. So we had zones sitting over here. So she jumped up to, actually this is Bitcoin. Let me go back to gold so you guys can understand. She jumped up to literally, ooh, yes. She jumped up to 3,437. You'll see this consolidated area right over here with the area I was just telling you about, that 3374 to the 3365. She consolidated in this area for an extremely long time. And then I think it was Tuesday night. I want to say Tuesday night. Let me see directly when it was. I think it was Friday. No,
Yeah.
yeah, Thursday or Friday. I think it was Thursday. I want to say Thursday she pushed up. Yeah, it was like late. It was like London session Thursday. London
Sounds about
session
right.
on Thursday, she hit the wall at 73. She hit the wall at 73, which is a 4-hour trend, and then rejected from the 4-hour trend. And all you had to do is just press the sell button, and she dropped literally almost 400 something pips. So for the new audience that is here who don't understand what 400 pips is, 400 pips with literally like say $1, which is a lot size, a standard in the financial market on gold, with 400 pips, that gives you $4,000. Because this is for educational purposes only, let me put my disclaimer out there. I'm not your financial advisor. Neither one of us are your financial advisors. This is for educational purposes only. Past performances does not project future gains. Don't come into this industry. Let me say it to your face. Do not come into this industry with your rent money, your car money, any money that you cannot afford to lose. Do not bring it over here, because this is where you take risk. And people start saying, oh, Mr. H, I can't afford to lose money. I go, well, you're losing time for little money. I would always rather risk money over time any day. That's your disclaimer. So understand that. So here we go, beautiful people. This week, from the 29th to the 30th, you have the Federal Reserve meeting. So this is something that can actually rock the actual industry. So when I think about things like this, talking to my son, I go, if I'm in a buy position and I know within 2 days from now, the feds are going to speak, Jerome Powell can rock the market. So I want to make sure, for sure, whatever entry I have, we're going to have stop loss in place.
Yeah.
Y'all put some 8s in the chat if you guys understand that. Yo, TikTok, you understand that? I think TikTok want to see me. I think TikTok want to see me. There you go, TikTok. I'm going to let you see me. I'm going to let you see me. If the feds are speaking between the 29th and the 30th, whatever position you're trying to hold, you want to make sure that you literally are having a stop loss nearby or have a stop loss at break even, all right? When you start seeing the market start retesting other previous zones, be careful versus just looking at that zone, and be willing to psychologically flip the zones in your head. So previous buy zones will be normally sell zones in a bearish week, going into a bearish week. I think we're going to get another drop on gold. I think we're going to get another maybe 150, 200 pips on gold. I personally would like to start buying her up, but I think she's going to drop into those 3200s. Because anytime Bitcoin, anytime crypto is going up, I want you to know this also, son. This is something you can literally pair to. You can look at the dollar. The dollar is at a standstill, and the dollar is also losing value. Y'all tap that screen on TikTok. Fellas over here in the studio, just to let y'all know, we already at 5,000 something likes over here on TikTok, just to let y'all know. Just to let y'all know. So, and we ain't even really got booming yet. So y'all tap that screen. Y'all share the live. Do you guys understand when the dollar goes down, gold goes up? So you guys see right here, TikTok, you're going to be looking at me. If you want to see it, go on my YouTube. The link is in the bio. All right. If I go to the DXY, you're going to see that the DXY was going up. Y'all see that, right? Everybody see it? I hope everybody can see it. Yes, yes, yes. Y'all can see it. Y'all can see the uptrend. So that is the overall trend. Currently, the trend is going down on the dollar. Do you guys understand that? Currently, at a 1 hour candle, as this is the 1 hour chart, we'll go to the, let's just go to the week. Let's just go to the week. Look at the dollar. This is a weekly chart on the dollar. Let's move it over here. Let's move it over here. That is a weekly chart on the dollar right there. Ew. Come on, there she goes. There she goes right there. Y'all see that? That's a weekly trend. All I have to do to literally make that trend red, because it's a downtrend, I always like to label my trends. If it's going down, I like it red so I can understand where the rejection is at. You can see right here, right now, the dollar just rejected at 98. If I go through time, you can literally see it right here. You can see it. Let me see why my mouse not moving. Yo, Mateos, I don't think my mouse is stuck a little bit. Oh, there it is. There it is. Now she's moving. You can see right here. You can see right here the all-time high was literally at $114, 114.8, and that was September 2022. Somebody said, Big Mike, you don't, hey, we being professional right there. Stay focused. Stay focused right now. You got to love the audience. You got to love the audience. Y'all tap that screen. You got to understand. So let me say this, and let me say it in the camera. If you're on YouTube, you can see that there is a serious downtrend on the dollar. What does that mean? That means that you're working your ass off, son. You know what that means? See, you're in business like me. Yeah. You're in the same business as me. Mm-hmm. So you see your friends out there working for hourly pay. So whoever, and I'm not shitting on day jobs, 9 to 5s, because 9 to 5s get you to me. What I'm telling you is you have to be smart because you're risking time that you're not going to get back for a devaluing dollar. Y'all might want to tap that screen. Y'all might want to tap that screen. Let me say that again. You're giving time that you can never give back. You'll never see a billionaire or a trillionaire investing in something that the return will be 10 years of life, 20 years more of life. You'll never see it. So when I see you at 25, me sitting at 46, I go, man, you have the greatest upscale in this actual industry because of your time. So now let's talk money. When you see the dollar going down, guess what people are doing with the dollar? What do you think they're doing with the dollar?
Selling.
They're buying gold.
Or buying gold, yeah.
So that's how you compare. So when I go, if the dollar is going down, that means people are no longer trusting their banks and they're putting their money in better assets. And where are they putting it? They're going to put it in gold. And gold is proven. Look at these. Let me get all of these out of here. Let me get all of these alarms out of here so y'all can see it clearly. See it clearly. Y'all see that uptrend? That's a weekly chart. Look at that. That is a weekly chart on actual gold, meaning 2 years ago in that same time frame in 2022, gold was sitting at $1,616. Let me say that again. Let me turn the screen around over here on TikTok because I feel like y'all really not getting the view. Do you understand? 3 years ago, in 2022, gold was sitting at $1,616. Do you know how many times y'all have blown $1,616 when you could have put $1 there? And she's literally up from 3 years ago. I would say 17,973 pips. That's $170,000 if you put $1 there. No income claims. No income claims. But all I'm telling you guys, you have to be smart. You got to be smart. Versus going and spending money at the Gucci store, going to the Louis Vuitton. Put your money where money can make money versus money not being able to be circulated. So let's analyze gold. Let's look at it. Because not only do I want you guys to understand that the feds are speaking this week, you got tariffs coming in from the August 1st. You got tariffs rolling in. So you got trade deal deadlines. So imagine you got a lot of countries who are not going to literally fight the tariffs. You got also a lot of countries who are going to literally say, you know what? Give us the tariffs. So you're going to get a lot of uncertainty in the industry this week. So that's where you're going to see the market almost start consolidating. So this is where when you're understanding if you have like a small account or a big account, this is where you're going to have to start seeing the market in a more like of an area where you got to be more precise with your entries.
Yeah.
Because if you get a very fast entry, you're going to have a very fast exit, and you're not even going to be able to see the market mature. So right now, gold is sitting at my homeboy's magic numbers, 33.33. You know what I'm saying? So that was like the purpose of when you're like in a short sale real quick, you can see it bouncing off of 15 minutes or an hour EMA, and then you can see where she was going. You can see where she basically dropped right up in here. I'll show you guys. Right on that EMA right here. She's right there. There she goes. There she goes. Let me show you TikTok. I know y'all get tired of seeing my face. But it's okay. You'll learn to love it. You'll learn to love it. You'll learn to love it. So not only that, but let me tell you guys, if you're literally thinking about getting into the market this week, You have to start understanding like the basic technical analysis. You got to start understanding the basic fundamental analysis and where we start. So what I'm going to do with my team right now, I'm going to go through 3 little assets in the markets. I'm going to go through gold, I'm going to go through NASDAQ, and I'm going to go through US30. And I'm going to mark them up. I'm going to create zones for the squad, for the community. And because I'm live right now, everybody's going to get it. You know what I'm saying? So y'all tap that screen. Y'all show some love. Make sure y'all show some love over here on YouTube. If you're new to the YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Also, make sure you go to Outbacks Media. Make sure you subscribe. Like I said, this is not like an accident here. This is literally like manifestation on steroids. So when people are over here saying, man, I love your live stream is on point, your audio is on point, you better get used to it. You better get used to it because it's about to go down. I told y'all, it ain't gonna take me long to start finding my grounding, and we're gonna start blasting off over here because we're quality seeds in really good soil, and we're mingling with the right people. And when you start mingling with the right people, great things start happening, especially when you're around godly type people, family type people, everybody on the same mindset, like growing. I just literally met an individual who has the same energy as me, same mindset as me in business, just behind the camera. He's in the camera business. He's in the studio business. He's in the editing business. He's in the audio business. He's in the podcast business. You see? And now he has a face that don't mind sitting in the chair and can sit here and run off like a Baptist preacher. You know what I'm saying? Hallelujah on a Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Where your grandma at? Had the doors of the church open. We're going to put the doors of the church open in the foreign exchange market. So y'all think we playing. We just getting started. I'm telling you, and this is day one. This is day one. So let me go over a few things that I have to go over before I start marking my charts. I understand, you guys got to understand that you have a community here that is literally teaching individuals how to do this. And not only are we teaching individuals, but we're showing those individuals enough information to take back into their homes and teach their children. And then your children start doing it, and now you start getting that proud parent feeling like you want them to graduate the same way you want them to finish school, the same way you want them to stay clean, the same way you want them to get a good job, same way you want them to grow, get a happy marriage, be happy. That's what you should keep that same energy in introducing them to the market. But you shouldn't want me to do it. You should do it. And that's the beauty thing that we got going on over here. So we're going to go over the charts. It's literally 5:22. We're going to be on here for an hour. But I'm finna basically start marking up. So what I like to do is literally go to the week. And you're gonna immediately see the week has a consolidation area. So it just been consolidating. Each candles represent a week. Yo, TikTok, y'all tap that screen if you understand what I'm showing you. This is a weekly chart on gold. We're gonna start on gold. All right, beautiful people. Now watch this. We good? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think OBS is good. I think we're good. Yeah, we're Gucci. We're Gucci over here. We had like 200 views on YouTube right now. We had 5.7 thousand over here on TikTok. TikTok should be at 10,000. Y'all playing right now. Y'all getting sauce for free. Y'all know ain't nothing for free in life. Y'all already know ain't nothing for free in life. So what I like to do to let you guys know is I always start with my weekly high, and then I go back to that weekly low that was 3 years ago, which gave you a triple bottom. Boom. Right here. Let's put the coordinates there. Let's put the coordinates there. 1-6. Bye, y'all. There you go. So do you guys realize right here, TikTok, you see that 3 years ago, I would even say that was like October the 31st, the last time it gave you an opportunity. You can see the date down there. October 31st, people was out there doing trick-or-treats, dressing up as Freddy Krueger, dressing up as, what is that, Michael Voorhees, Jason Voorhees, and all of these little Pokemon characters, little boo-boo dolls, and all of this shit, when y'all could have been putting all that money that you spend on trick-or-treat candy right here in the foreign exchange market. Like I said, it's not about having a lot of capital. It's about doing what's right with the capital that you have. And I'm going to say this again. It's not also about trading big. It's about trading right. And that's the whole purpose of basically entering into the financial industry with your own capital. Yeah, you don't have 6 figures. Yeah, you go on YouTube, you go on TikTok, you go on Instagram. You see guys making 100,000, 12,000, 10,000. That's them. That's their journey. You're just getting started. So in order for you to start being able to make that, first thing first, you need to learn how to mark up a chart. So first thing what you're going to do, you're going to learn right now a quick top-down analysis. It does not take me long. It'll take me literally 5 minutes to figure it out, see where the market is at, see where the market has been, and then know where the market is going. So the minute I get to my week, I go straight to my daily. And my daily, I want to make that candle big, and I want to see exactly what it is. And what I always teach people is to trade what you see. Yo, YouTube, what do you guys see right here? What do you guys see right here? I don't know if you can see that, but what do you call 3 consecutive lower lows?
You talking about black? What's the?
Come
what's
on,
the
you right there.
Black crow or
The
something?
black
Crow,
crows.
yeah,
You
yeah.
see that? That's my boy
Yeah.
right there. Y'all don't
I know
understand
it
what I'm
look like.
telling y'all. That's
That's
yeah.
all that matters.
He got the 3 black crows right there. So imagine when I go to the daily, I immediately see a bearish conformational pattern. 3 consecutive lower lows. I see a 4th retesting candle that is showing green, but it's also showing rejection. Let me show you right here. Let me show you TikTok. Look at that. There you go right there. That's your first crow, second crow, third crow, retest candle. Normally you want to start opening short position upon confirmation. Because I've been doing this for a very long time. I've been in the trading industry almost 11 years now. I've been teaching for almost 5.5 years now. I know that the retest candle likes to go 50% into the third crow. What does that mean? The market will open up here, pull up at least to 50% of the last big red candle, which is normally where the wick will be on the second crow. I hope you guys understand that. Put some 8s in the chat if you understand that. Put some 8s in your chat and you understand that. So me taking my entry right here allows me not to go through a drawdown by selling here. I put my first entry here, and I'm willing to put my second entry back here in the back of the zone because you have wicks over here. So that's how you trade it. And I will literally go, oh my God, I see a bearish conformational pattern on a daily. So that means we're going to see probably 32.50, 32.40. You're going to see bearish momentum this week. That's exactly what that means. Maybe you get bullish momentum today, but that's where delayed gratification comes in versus instant gratification. So for retail traders, you can scalp buy her at any given time and get 30, 40 pips. You wait to that 33.40, that 33.45, or that 33.55, 33.57 area. You open short there. Now you're talking about gaining 200 to almost 300 pips down to a lower low. Y'all put some fire in the chat if you understand what I'm saying right now. So let me show you that. So let's go get that daily candle. We're gonna mark that daily candle up, and we're just gonna give you the highest high of the day and the lowest low of the day. That's what we're gonna do. Because it's a little small, like a small little doji looking candle, we don't like to trap her too much. So we're gonna just take this right here in this zone, and we're gonna play into this zone by going into the 4 hour. When I get to the 4 hour, I immediately just reset my charts. I get a bigger view, and I get a solid view of where the gaps are in the market. You see that? Boom. Look at that. Now I know I have a gap right here. Look at that gap. That's the gap right there. I don't know if you can see it, TikTok, but let me go in there. Let me let you see it. There's your gap that we talk about. You understand that? So when I see that, I immediately know that the market has been here. It's sitting right here. That means she wants to go up here. Why does she want to go up there? Because we know she's trying to complete a bearish conformational pattern. So we want to find a sales position. So when I get over here on my 4 hour, I look and I say, yo, you can start selling her at 33.38 to 33.41 right here. Watch this. Boop. There's your 41 right there. Let's go this way. Bang. That would be your sell position. Let's type it in type it there. 33.38 to 33.41. Sell gold. Boom. I like that. I like that. I like that. You want to see your buy position. You're going to get 33.24, 33.27. Boom. There it is. So if you're new to the channel, what you're going to see me do on Sundays and almost every time I go live, I will mark up zones. You see a green highlighted area, that means buy. You see a red highlighted area, that means sell. This is not financial advice. This is for educational purposes only. Don't think that I'm telling you to do what I'm doing. What I'm saying is the way my bank account work is I'm buying gold if she hit the price between 33.24 to 33.27. We buying. Booyah. Put some fire in the chat if y'all understand that. Put some fire in the chat if y'all understand that, TikTok. Put some fire in the chat if y'all understand that. Y'all tap that screen. We're almost hitting 7,000 likes. We're in the studio. We're in the studio. Let me turn the camera around so you guys can see me. We live in the studio, beautiful people. Not only do I give you great audio, not only do I give you grade A zones, but I'm giving you grade A education. I'm giving you grade A education. So you're going to be able to see, go to a pullback area, and then you're going to start seeing sellers start coming in because we know on the daily time frame, we have a bearish conformational pattern, which is the 3 black crows. How do you trade that? The psychology of the market says when you see 3 consecutive lower lows, upon confirmation of your 4th candle, retesting 50% into the 3rd crow, you open your short position and you place your stop loss above either the 2nd crow or the 1st crow, depending on your actual capital. That is statistically how to trade a 3 black crow pattern. Same way you would do a 3 white soldier, which is a bullish confirmation. What you got on gold this week?
For what's like my predictions?
Yeah, what you got going? What you
So
see?
for me, let me go to my charts because I can't see your charts.
Look at it, he got his own charts over there.
So for me, I'm taking if it's jumping up to like the 3,340 to 3,343, I'm gonna sell to that point.
You're gonna sell up?
I'm gonna sell down to that point until like basically where you have it at,
okay.
to like that 27 range right
Yeah.
there. I think that's a good level because there's a lot of like you can say resistance.
Yeah.
You see a lot of wick rejections and stuff like that. It's another level that it can make a decision from.
See that? You hear that? You hear that? Man, you don't get that at no community college. You don't get that at no university.
No
you
JUCO
don't get
in the
that
barn.
nowhere, huh?
It's a no JUCO in the barn.
No JUCO. I'm telling you, you ain't gonna get none of that. That is like sauce of sauces right there. So those are your markups right here on gold. Let me show y'all. So like I said, you want to make sure you take a screenshot of those areas. You want to make sure you get these zones, keep these zones, because this is something that can play out during the week. So what also that I like to do is I like to set literally alarms so I don't have to be waiting on these to hit. I don't have to be staring at the charts. So what I like to do is I like to take the middle of the zone. If it's a really, really good zone that I like, I will literally take my alarm and I will put it right before my zone. So when I see it hitting the zone, it triggers me to get aware, get ready, and start literally positioning myself wherever I got going on in my day to stop, drop, open my charts, start marking up, and get in position to take the actual position of selling or buying. Y'all put some 8s in the chat if you understand that. TikTok, put some 8s in the chat if you understand that. You can set an alarm before a zone, so therefore you're not caught off guard. Because I've been doing it for a very long time, I don't mind putting my alarm in my zones and then being able to be prepared because I analyze the market on a daily basis. When I see the price of gold notification on my phone that an alarm is saying gold has just reached a price of 33.38 going towards 33.41, I know that's my sell position. So I'm immediately happy. I'm excited that the market is filling a gap on the 4-hour and it's going to retrace there because it's a liquidity grab. There's also order blocks there. I also know there's limits there. And I also mainly know that somebody has put a lot of stop losses there. So the market will go grab that stop loss and then pull right back into the normal areas of the market, like what you're seeing right now. So that is gold. Now we're going to go over here on NASDAQ. We're going to go over here on NASDAQ. And I just want to basically say something. We got a nice little promotion popping off right now We're with literally the #1 trading company on the globe right here, right now, that is literally educating individuals on a daily basis. Not only are we educating individuals on a daily basis, let me tell you, we're doing it in over 125 different countries. We have over 100,000 students. And right now we have a promotion where you get 25% off of upgrading, 25% off of just signing up. Shout out to iGenius. Shout out to OBG. Whether you're learning charts or whether you're trying to learn how to literally get involved, whether you're learning how to do crypto, stocks, futures, no matter where you want to start, there is a bridge for you to start, and that is what we're offering here. So if you're interested in joining the #1 trading organization on the globe, all you have to do is shoot me a DM. Say, yo, Mr. H, I was just on your live. I would love some more information about your organization and joining your organization, and then I would jump back into your DMs and give you my phone number. And the reason why, because you have so many scammers out there. So in order for you to get that 20%, you're going to have to talk to me. Understand that. I will give you my phone number, which ends in a 4243. Shoot me that text. I shoot you. We will plan a phone call. We will jump directly on the call. I will literally just introduce myself to you. We'll get all of that little scarcity, all of that little skepticism out of the way if it's really me you're talking to. And then we'll have a basic conversation, and then we'll get you started. And you can start from the basic of the basics all the way up to the advanced, whether you want to be using AI, hands-free trading, whether you want to be using any type of tools, we help you get set up from the get-go. I hope you guys understand that. Like I said, if you're interested, jump into my DMs, and we're going to go from there. So this is NASDAQ, beautiful people. We're sitting at an all-time high right here. We're sitting at the price of 23,412. Man, time is moving by. We up. It's 5:35, y'all. Let's go. Let's go, TikTok. I think we had 8,000. Man, we had 8,500 likes over here, Mateo. Y'all shout out to Outbox Media. Y'all tap that screen. Shout out to Outbox Media. Let's go. Let's go. So here we go. So what I like to do, once again, I go to my week. We already know we have a weekly high. So we can't even put a weekly high because it's right there on the weekly high. So we're not going to have a weekly high. We're only going to have a weekly low. And the reason why we're going to have a weekly low, because that just gives me my direct boundaries of where the market has been. So we're going to mark the weekly low right here. I'm going to make it yellow so I understand what it is. For new people who do not understand templates and marking your zones, always put a template there where you can understand if you have 100 lines on your chart, you need to know what the line represents and what time frame the line was implemented. So if I have a trend line or a support resistance lines on the higher time frames, I have my template where I go, that's your weekly roof, that's your weekly floor, and I understand exactly where that line is when I find myself down on the 15 minutes. Put some 8s in the chat if you understand that. Put some 8s in the chat if you understand that. So now that I don't need a weekly high because it's already right there, you can't mark a current candle that is already at an all-time high and it's pushing up and it's maxed overbought. So I can't mark it right now because it can just push through it. So what I do is I go to the current daily candle and I look and I go, yo, there will be no capping this. There will be no capping. We will be only looking for retracements. We're only going to be looking for retracements. So when I see it right here on the day, look at this. I'm only going to go down to the previous day or the day before that, which was a long-legged doji, which looks like a cross. Put a 1 in the chat if you have no clue what that candle represents. This candle represents market confusion. You know what a doji is, right?
Yeah.
Tell the people what a doji is.
So basically, like a doji is like I know it's horrible to trade on.
Yeah,
right?
that's for
That thing
sure.
can mess you up. But it's like what it looks like is like a long wick with the body of the candle is like barely none, 0 to none, and either it can go either way most of the time right there.
Yeah. So basically, what it is just a confused ass candle.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you in layman terms. He's trying to be too professional over there. It's a confused ass candle. Buyers and sellers are at the exact same position, and there's not enough momentum going up, and there's not enough momentum going down. So the candle closes at the opening price and closing price is almost identical, which leaves you a candle that looks like what you see right here, a cross. So these are candles that also represents that momentum is shifting. You will see them at the top of uptrends and you will see them at the bottom of downtrends. It does not matter if they're green or red. It is still a confused signal. So let me ask you this. Yo, TikTok, would you like to invest money? YouTube, would you like to invest money? Son, would you like to invest money with confused people?
No. Hell no.
Y'all see that face? Y'all see that face? No. Nobody wants to do business with confused ass individuals. Mateo, would you like to do business with me if I didn't know what the hell I wanted to do? You see, it's not possible. Because I come with a plan, I come with direction, I come with understanding exactly what I'm trying to achieve. All he has to do is literally cut the camera on, and all I got to do is just open my damn mouth. So it's like perfect combination. You see what I'm saying? So then we just literally take action. So let's talk actions right here on NASDAQ. When I see the market at an all-time high, I'm not looking to sell anywhere. I'm looking for retracements, and I want to buy it. So the simplest way of doing it is going to your day, grabbing your Fibonacci, taking it at the top of the doji to the other doji, and you will immediately start seeing price ranges where you can literally start saying the market will reject up from a 61.8% of the Fibonacci. You can see it right here. I want you to see it, TikTok. So you're looking at 23,325? All right, bro. Yeah, be safe.
All right, bro.
Shout out to Mr. Mago, a.k.a. Big Tony, a.k.a. Big Tuna, a.k.a. Make you slip with the fishes. So you can immediately see that the market likes to retrace at least 61%. So if she traces 61%, you're looking at the top of this structure. Because that's like structure, I go, well, I don't trust that. I would rather go deeper because you have a gap right here. So what is basically saying that the market will fill this gap and retrace in the 23,325 to the 23,295 from this area right here. Let me show you. Let's move it up. Ooh. And then we're going to move the Fibonacci. We're going to delete the fib. And you guys are going to see that. Y'all see that right there? There's your price. There's your zone right here. Buy out. And that's a daily. That's not even marking the chart up because I like to trade what I like to see. I like to trade what I like to see. So if I'm going to trade what I like to see, this is what I like to see. So I like to see a 23,309 to a 23,29 like that. That would be my zone right there. Boom. That's my buy zone. That's my pullback zone of a buy on NASDAQ. And I didn't even have to go to the 4-hour. Watch when I go to the 4-hour what that looks like. Watch what that looks like. Buy nasty Nas. Shout out to all my day traders. Shout out to all my investors. Shout out to all my crypto enthusiasts. Shout out to all of my individuals understanding that if you ain't day trading, I don't know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you're doing on a daily basis. I don't even know how you're getting by. Because if the markets are moving and we're watching and witnessing the greatest transition of wealth and you're still trying to clock in and go get another job and look for another job, come on, man. You have learned the wrong thing well, beautiful people. You have learned the wrong thing well. And that's what we're getting into right here. So you got your buy on NASDAQ. You TikTok, tap that screen if you got that. Tap that screen if you got that. That is a beautiful play. That is going to be a beautiful retest. Let me go to your 4 hours so you can see it. Look at that. That is a beautiful retest buy right off the EMA 9, right off the trend. Now watch how it sinks in. Watch how I put that trend right here, and you're going to see it literally like a trend line rejection. You're going to see a trend line rejection right where I put it. Look at that. Buy out. Right where I put it. That is cold-blooded, a.k.a. Rick James. Man, look at that. Right there. So the market is here. The market has to fill this gap. Look, I want y'all to see that gap. That is the gap band. That is literally Baywatch right there. You go to Brazil, you go to Sao Paulo, Mateo, don't you see them gaps out there? That's them gaps right there. So we trading the gaps right now. Sniper, as they would say on Dora, sniper no sniping, sniper no sniping, as they saying swiping. But we in there, so that's your NASDAQ play. Now let's go see Dirty 30. Let's go see Dirty 30. Ooh, you got the same thing. You got the gap band on Dirty 30. Look at this. Same thing. She's trying to push up. She done made an all-time high. At an all-time high, guess what we doing? Boom. Right there to where she was at. Bye out. You're going to see the same thing. Feel that gap and take off. Feel the gap, take off. 918, we're going to go 918. We'll take a 919. And we'll take it to, let's go 890. Let's do an 890. There's your zone. There's your zone. There's your buy zone right there. Right there. Beautiful. Let's type it up for you guys. Then we're gonna give you guys some closing words. And then I don't know where you gotta go, but you're gonna have to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where you gotta go. So tomorrow let me give you guys an update on my week. Let me turn the camera around. Actually, no, you guys got to get this zone before I turn the camera around. TikTok. 919, 919, buy US. Oh, we're gonna call her Dirty 30. Buy Dirty 30. We got to put her in caps. Buy Dirty 30, y'all. Bang, right there. That's the zone. Same area. Retest back down. Hit this area. Blast off. That would be your trend. Let me go to your 4 hour to prove it to you again. Let me make it small. Buy out. Watch this. I move it over here. Take my trend line rejection from where it's been to where it's at. Buy out. There's your trend. 1, 2, 3, 4 in that area. Buy out. Let her blast off. I hope y'all got that. That is grade A technical analysis. Let me also tell you guys, I'm not just some guy over here on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram that is literally just turning his camera around. I've been doing this for over 5 years. So to be able to understand the financial market, wisdom is wealth. Understand that education is elevation. Repetition creates proper preparation, which prevents poor performance. I do this for a public trading company, and I've been doing it for a public trading company for the last 5 years. I have over, you know what? Let's let the people decide. Yo, y'all type in the chat, what is my winning percentage? What is my percentage? So you guys can understand. It's not me talking. It's not me talking. You guys can go into the live comments, and you can see the comments. Type my winning percentage on a weekly basis for the last 5 years. Let me call it out. We have 96%. We have 94%. We have 95%. We do it. Shall we keep 94%, 98%? Sheesh. 90. I don't know who this guy is, but I think it's him. Bro,
capitalize.
Yeah, I'm saying y'all can put that in all caps. That sounds like him. You know, when I walk into a place and I'm sharp and I got this linen on, I see the ladies turn around, they go, "Ooh, girl, that's him." They say, "That's him." Who is him? That's Mr. H. What's the H stands for? Him. That stands for him. You guys just got plays on Dirty 30. You got plays on NASDAQ. You got also plays on literally gold. These are things that I trade on a daily basis. Let me also give you guys a little insight for some situational awareness on silver. Silver right now is sitting at $38. Let me tell you what's going on with silver. Silver right now has dropped, but it's dropping because the actual situation that we're in. And let me tell you something, son, about silver.
What's going on?
Silver versus gold.
Okay.
Gold is going to be an asset that people are going to go into for the simple fact they believe gold, hard metals, is better than the money, than the dollar.
Yeah.
So history, my grandparents, my dad, I told you I would give you this information. Go buy gold. Go buy silver. Go buy this. This is something that the old heads will always say.
Yeah.
But now we're living in a world where if I go buy a whole bunch of physical gold, who is going to be able to hold it? Now you have natural disasters, you have flooding, you have like fires, you have wildfires. These people are not going into their safe and grabbing their gold and silver and running out of their house. They're grabbing diapers, clothes, baby things, and the essentials, and then they're running out of the house. So they're leaving these investments there that are really going down. Now, in the market, it shows you that silver is going down. I want you to see that. In the market, it shows you currently silver is going down. It went from a 39 down to like a 38, but overall it's going up. And the reason why it's going up is because it is a banker's tool. Every time there's war, silver is involved. Crypto is booming, we need silver.
Mm-hmm.
AI is coming into the era where AI is taking over, you need silver. Why you need silver? Let me tell you why you need silver, because silver is going to be for the servers. So if you're looking at a world where we're going into a biometric surveillance, let me turn my camera around. We are going into a biometric surveillance state where everything is going to be digital. And if everything is going to be digital, beautiful people, you are going to need silver. So silver is in a position where it is never too late to buy it. And I'm not saying buy it in a broker or your Forex. I'm saying get on an actual proper, like a proper account and buy you some silver, because you can never go wrong with getting silver right now. She's sitting at 38.22. She can easily, I'll do an analysis on her, and you can see where she's going to drop. I can see her dropping down to a 36. From a 36, I can almost say by the end of the year, she'll be at 45, 50, 55, $60. Yes, you can, Henny. I think it's Henry. Yes, you can. Oh, it says Henny straight. Oh, shit. How you gonna have a tag like that? Got me talking Henny straight on the live stream right now. Asking a professional question with a Henny straight tag. I thought it said Henry. He said, my fault, man. I was like, damn, man, you didn't set me up. You didn't set me up, fam. You got me thinking whiskey right now. So I just wanted to put that out there. Like, I'm not giving you financial advice, but I'm just telling you what I like to do, because I understand the situation, and I understand war is a banker's war. And I understand that silver is at a very, very, it's like being manipulated. Silver wants to go up, something is keeping it steady.
Yeah.
Gold wants to go to 3,500, something is keeping it under the 3,450. Something is keeping it there. So when you start talking market manipulation, you start talking about situational awareness. As you start seeing silver pull back, how many times have you blown $38 at the movies? How many times have you blown $38 on Netflix, or not Netflix, or Amazon, or Walmart, gas stations, or whatever it may be? Take $38 and buy you some silver. I'm just saying. And like I said, we do this all the time. Every Sunday, I'm going to be traveling to South Dakota Sturgis. We're at the 85th anniversary on the Sturgis Bike Rally. We're going to be in front of 1 million bikers, educating them on holistic healing, educating them on the financial industry, educating them on just how to become a better version of themselves to be able to manifest better. I don't know if you guys don't know this, but we have power to manifest any and everything that we can literally try to attract, because the future only really truly means when you speak and when you write something down, that's when the future exists. So you literally create your own future by speaking, and you create your own future by writing things down. Did you know that, son? Did you know the actual definition of the future? Ask Siri, what's the actual definition of the future?
I got you. Let me go to Siri.
I don't know if you don't know this. I was shocked when I found out. Mateo, do you know that?
Nope.
Bro, the actual definition of the future is when you speak or write something down. That is just the definition of it. So imagine like your future really truly does not exist unless you speak it. And if you're not speaking positivity, imagine what your future is going to be. Imagine what your future is going to be if you're consistently talking about your past. See, so many people get so caught up in their past. They get so caught up of just thinking about the future because their past was so horrible. So they try to prevent that happening in their future, that you forget the moments of right now. And what's important right now is me, my son. This is my greatest decision ever. It's my first decision ever. This guy right here. This guy right there.
Yes.
Not only do we do business together, not only do we work out together, not only do we travel together, now we on wax together. You know what I'm saying? So it don't get no powerful than that. He trades, I trades, my wife trades, my daughter even knows how to trade. Like this is real business. And so I'm here to tell any and everybody that is watching, any and everybody that is listening, if you are interested in learning how to do this and teaching your family this skill set, which is the most lucrative skill set one could have. Let me say this again. Trading, day trading and investing into the financial markets, the crypto markets, stock markets, futures markets, options markets, the NFT markets, the meme coin markets, whatever it may be. It is the most lucrative skill one can have in their repertoire that is out there hustling and trying to make real money, real game-changing money. So I want to tell you guys, I really appreciate everybody showing up. I really appreciate everybody chiming in. Those plays are valid until they hit. If they get flushed through, let me give you some of my rules for those who are not watching. If news come in and you see big green candles coming into those sell zones are not valid. Now, if you're part of the organization, we teach you how to play those sell zones, and sometimes we in-game adjust on those zones. So that's why it's imperative that you jump into my DMs and say, yo, Mr. H, how do I get involved with your community? I don't want to be on your team. I like your son. I want to be on your son team. Like, it doesn't matter. Family is family, so it's all in the family. But reach out so I can give you my number so we can have a proper conversation. Because what's extremely important is to get proper guidance in a really unstable market, which is literally going up, but it has retracement, so you can easily get lost. You can be in a buying position and panic sell. You can be in a sell position and panic buy. You understand? You'll close in and switch the position because it's just going up. So I appreciate everybody showing up. I'm going to be traveling out tomorrow, so therefore we probably will have class Tuesday morning. We will be live Tuesday morning. So TikTok, it is important that you get over here on YouTube because I won't be able to do YouTube and TikTok when I need the device because I'll be trading live. We'll be trading live all week versus just giving you education. I'll be marking these zones and literally taking trades in your face. So if you don't have a demo account, you don't have an actual account, you might need to be in my DMs and say, yo, Mr. H, how do I get a broker that is valuable, that I can use, that I also can withdraw from, that is proven? And I'll give you the broker. I'll give you the link. All you have to do is set it up, register. It doesn't cost you a dime to literally set you up a demo account so you can start participating over versus just overthinking and just trying to learn the language. I always say, if I want to teach you basketball, I teach you how to fight. What would I do with you, son, if I want to teach you how to fight?
Fight.
We fight. What did I do to teach you how to play basketball?
We play ball.
We play ball. So I'm not the guy that's going to give you videos and say, hey, learn about support resistance from the video. Watch the video and give you a 3-minute class, and then let me know what your answers are. It's multiple choice. Let me know. I'm not that guy. I'm the guy that says, hey, you want to play ball? Let me see what your right hand look like. Let me see what your left hand look like. Let's make some left hand layups. Let's make some right hand layups. What does that mean in the market? Let me see what your charting looks like. Let me see what your trading routine looks like. Let me see what you do before you take a trade. Once you're taking a trade, how fast do you put your stop loss in profit? How fast do you even trail your stop loss? I need to know what you got going on so I know how to fix it. You understand? Like once I start seeing what you're doing, I'm like, yo, bro, you got to get way better with your entries. And you got to get way better with your mindset in the drawdowns. Because I see how you are in the drawdown, then I see how you are when you're in profits. So these are things that help basically develops new habits when you're around individuals that'll hold you accountable. Because when you're doing this by yourself, it's very hard to hold yourself accountable by yourself. It's very extremely hard to hold yourself to say, oh man, I want to lose on the $30, but then you're in a drawdown for 67. Let me say that again. You telling yourself you only want to lose $30, but you're in a drawdown for 67. Understand that. So when you're with an organization and we're transparent, you start understanding exactly what to do because you're following individuals who are doing the exact same thing. And when you go off on your own and you start losing winning trades, the only way you can accept that is having that conversation in the mirror and saying, man, I got to be better. Man, I got to be able to trust and understand that, man, I need to learn how to follow before I learn how to lead. Ooh. Chi-Town, hit me up. Hit me up. Friday, as a matter of fact, you're going to hit me up on Friday, Henny? Like I said, jump into my DMs right now. Get my number so we can save each other's number, get each other's contacts, and we can go from there. TikTok is already playing with me. TikTok is already playing with me. They're trying to give me a warning right now. They're telling me I'm not live. I'm not live. Y'all, did y'all like this? Did y'all like this live stream? Did y'all like this team night? I told y'all I had a big announcement. We live in the studio, y'all. We live in the studio. I got the baby boy assassin right here, Ghostface Killer. Yo, I'm telling y'all, it feels amazing as a father to be able to sit into a studio with your son with no preparation and just say, yo, bro, I'm finna throw you on the cam tonight. I'm gonna put you on wax tonight.
Exact words, in the fire.
Yeah, directly in the fire. That's the only way to do it. I'm telling y'all, get y'all kids and throw their asses in the fire. The financial fire, that is. Say, hey, if you spending 5 hours on Call of Duty and Fortnite, you can at least spend an hour with your pops, with your mama, on actual Forex brokers, on TradingView, learning how to mark up charts, learning support resistance, learning trend lines, learning the actual what you just learned tonight. Oof. Like I said, I've been doing it for a while. I have a proving record, and I don't like showing my money. I like showing my students' money. So we have an extremely successful portfolio from students, from single moms to married couples. I'm not saying we like married women. I'm just saying we just. I'm just saying we got them over here. I'm just saying. Y'all know what I'm saying. So we have amazing testimonies from individuals literally seeking out something that's going to change their life, then putting in the effort to actually change their life. That's what we're about over here. So I appreciate you guys showing up. I always say like, share, subscribe, turn the notification on. If you're over here on TikTok, get over here on my YouTube so you can get the notification every time I go live. Because when I go live, past performance does not predict for future gains. But let me tell you, man, I got a 94% winning ratio, meaning I'm shooting 94% from the 3 in NASDAQ, US30, gold, silver, anything, granny pairs. You can put candles on it, we smacking it. I love you guys. Y'all make the rest of your day the best of your day. Deuces, beautiful people. Get your screenshots. Tag me on social media. Tag also Outbox Media. I'll drop all of the actual information in our chat so you can make sure you tag them. People are already green. People are already green. People are already green. People are already green. I love it. I love it, man. I love it. I absolutely love it. You guys take care, man. Make the rest of your day the best of your day. I will see you guys on Tuesday morning. It will be probably, I will let you know. I will make a video and get you guys the proper notification because I'll be over there in South Dakota. I think that's what, a 2-hour time difference?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's a 2-hour time difference from Vegas. We're in Vegas right now, so we're gonna be in South Dakota. So it'll be probably maybe 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock our time.
Yeah, 1 hour behind Eastern time, I think.
Yeah, 1 hour. So 7 o'clock. So 6 o'clock. It'll be 6 o'clock Mountain Time, 7 o'clock East Coast time, 4 o'clock Vegas time. It'll be the same timing. I'll just be over there in South Dakota. So I love you guys, man. Y'all take care. Deuces, beautiful people. Ew, that was fire, bro. That was fire.